Hi, precious hearts. I'm E.T. from LiveTree TV and will be your speaker today. Now I'm going to tell you Udeka's writing of the reason why children are given psychic powers. There are children who have psychic powers. They might obtain psychic powers all of a sudden from the heaven, although they didn't seek the powers. However, their parents who have devoted decades to religions and spiritual practices to find God and try to benefit the world with Sintong, which is supernatural powers, and Dotong, which is spiritual enlightenment, are not given spiritual abilities or psychic powers. One day, children under the age of 10 and middle and high school students will suddenly hear the voice of the heaven, and more children will see the visions of the heaven. Depending on the level of spiritual ability given to children, some parents will be delighted that the Holy Spirit has descended upon their children, and other parents will be sad that their children are possessed by evils. Depending on the level of spiritual ability given to children, more parents will worry that their children have become strange. The child will tell the story of the angel and the ancestor, and the child will scold the parents. The child will try to teach parents, and the level of story the child is telling will be so strange that parents will be shocked. The child will see splendid holograms and tell the news in the heaven, just like watching a TV screen. There also will be families who will hear the stories of the universe from the child. Children will say that their families are not Earth people, but that they are from alien planets, and they should go back there. There will be children who predict the future. Some children will cry, so scared, as they see the hologram of the earthquake or the tsunami coming. Some children will see building collapse and so many people die, arguing that they have to flee and prepare for a disaster. The closer it gets to the last day, the aspect of Armageddon will be so severe. The social confusion and devil's rampage will be accelerated. In the meantime, the more children will hear the inner voices and see the mystic and strange visions. A children who doesn't know anything about the invisible world, God and the heaven, will tell the story of the heaven. Through children who don't know anything, the heaven will conduct their works at the eye level of human consciousness. To wake up the consciousness of parents who don't know what's going on now and what will happen in the future, the heaven is preaching through children's mouths that there is the invisible world. The parents' consciousness will begin to change through their children. The child's words will gradually wake up the consciousness of parents. As it gets closer to the last day, through the child's words, your consciousness is scheduled to wake up. So, what is scheduled to happen will happen to your family in the guise of a coincidence. In situations you don't know who to trust, what is truth, what to do, and where to go, some parents will unwillingly to begin to believe that be forced to do what their child says. In order for the heaven to save people who have faith to live in a situation they can't trust anyone, the news of the heaven that my child is telling will be like timely rain in a drought, and the voice of the heaven that wakes up the consciousness of the child's family. In the meticulous planning of the heaven, sophisticated programs of the heaven through children will be played out by the way the heaven works. May 7th, 2019, Udeka writes. Translated by E.T. I appreciate your watching and see you next time.